the first stitch that we're going to be doing is the running stitch, which is the first task of the standardized test. You'll start off by introducing yourself. Hi, I'm Jamie.
Hi, Jamie. I'm
I'm
Mandy.
Soda. Nice to meet you, Mandy. So I'm interested in seeing how you deal with following directions and concentrate. Can you see the holes?
Yes.
Good. I will show you how to do a stitch. Please watch carefully. Take the needle and push it through to the next hole. Pull it tight and then push the needle through to the next hole and pull it tight. Do not skip any holes. Now you do it.
Okay.
At this point, you want to kind of release the string and hand them the big leather piece. With this being a scripted, standardized test, if the person needs encouragement, then you want to note the behavior and cue them to continue their performance from what is scripted. So if they don't attempt to make a stitch, you can cue them with saying, please make a stitch. And if the person stops before completing 3 stitches, you want to note the behavior and say, please make 3 more stitches. If the person is seeking assurance or expresses concerns about the accuracy or their ability to continue, or they appear anxious or at risk of abandoning the task, then note the behavior and say, just do the best you can. Avoid providing encouragement that verifies that they're doing it correctly or incorrectly. If the person makes an error, if the person does not try to complete at least one running stitch after being encouraged, then note the behavior and continue to the second demonstration.
Okay, I'm tired. I'm doing this.
Thank you. The second stitch that we have is called the whip stitch. It's the task 2. You want to position the leather by rotating it so that the whip stitch is on the top edge. Turn the lace so that they can see both sides. See how the leather lace has a dark side and a light side?
Yes,
Can you tell the difference?
I can.
Always keep the light side up as you do each stitch, and to be careful not to twist the lace. Now I will show you another stitch. Watch carefully. So you want to demonstrate it while saying it. So take the lace and bring it around to the front, over the edge of the leather. Push the needle through the hole and tighten it. Make sure the lace isn't twisted and don't skip any holes. Please make 3 stitches. At this point, you want to release the needle, letting it fall to the back of the leather, and you want to hand the person the leather piece. And you want to allow the person time to complete the stitches. Once again, if they need encouragement, you can offer it, or if they stop, you can encourage that. Or you can give them encouragement with just do your best. Kind of some of the same cueing that we spoke in the previous stitch.
I already made a mistake.
If the person does make a mistake, you want to allow them time to recognize and correct the error.
Yeah, I made a mistake. Okay.
Just do the best you can.
Okay.
If the person is unable to realize that they have made a mistake, or if the lace is twisted or if it's crossed in the back, you can then cue them by saying, do your stitches look like mine? And if the person responds no, then you want to note the behavior and say, please try to fix them, and give the person time to correct the error. If the person says yes, then note the behavior and say, there is a mistake. Please try to find it and fix it. A second demonstration can be provided if the person is unable to do it. With this, you would tell them, let me show you again and provide a second demonstration. Do yours look like mine?
Not those two. You know.
Please try to fix them.
Oh, I see what I did.
Mandy was able to find her mistakes and then fix them. But if they weren't able to, you could make a mistake with the lace and say, I'm going to make a mistake to see if you can fix it. And then you can make a cross in the back error. Or you can do a twist in the leather. And then the next cue that you would give was, please show me my mistake, and please try to fix it.
I almost did it again.
Just do the best you can.
I figured it'd be better. This. Is that enough?
Yes. The third and final stitch is the single quarter band stitch. This stitch is different from the other two because unlike the previous two where the person was given instructions while shown how to do the stitch during the stitch, this one is for the person is asked to engage in the stitch or in the task itself in a self-directed and problem-solving way to figure it out and complete the stitch before one verbal cue or demonstration is offered. So you want to hand the leather. You want to position the leather so that the single quarter band stitch is on the edge. And then you want to hand the leather to the person while pointing out the single quarter band stitch. Please make 3 stitches without me showing you how to make them. If you cannot figure it out, I will show them to you.
That looks hard.
During this time, you can still offer encouragement. Please try it and do the best you can. This stitch also offers more cueing, verbal cueing that can be, or more scripting that can be used. So if the person is having a hard time, or you feel like they're concerned with their ability or their accuracy to continue, and they appear overly anxious or frustrated at the task, and you fear risk of them abandoning the task, then you want to note the behavior and give encouraging responses such as, you're making great progress. This is a hard stitch. This is a difficult task. Most people try, most people try different things, or just keep trying.
I did it wrong.
If they're really having, after the encouragement, the person doesn't do it correctly or does not correct the errors and is just going through loops and holes the wrong way, that's when you would say, would you like some help or would you like a hint?
I would, yes.
If the person says,
I'm frustrated.
and then you can offer, if the person says yes, then you can offer them a first demonstration. Shoot, I need you to try to do it. You could also, if they were to have part of it right, but not, and they were missing a part, then you could go back through and say you had the first part right, but look at how you're going through the hole. Or is there another way that you can go through the loop? If they're unable to do that with cueing, then you can move on to the first demonstration. So you want to position the leather in front of the person so the person can see the front side. You want to hold the leather so that the holes in the stitches are not obstructed by my hands or fingers. And then while demonstrating the corresponding action, say, watch me carefully. Bring the needle to the front of the leather and push the leather through to the next hole from front to back. Don't pull the lace tight, but leave a loop in it. Bring the lace to the front of the leather. This time, put the needle through the loop you have made. As you go through the loop, keep the needle to the left side of the lace. Pull the lace through the loop and tighten the stitch by pulling the lace down from the back. And then pulling the long lace end. Make sure that the lace isn't twisted. Please do 3 stitches. At this point, you would still offer them an encouragement. Just do the best you can. If they were unable to get it again, then you could offer one more demonstration to them. And you would kind of note the behavior and move on from that.
I don't think that's right either.
This is a difficult task.
You're telling me.
I need to see what you can do without my help.
Okay, trying. Can we go back to the other ones? Okay, so. All right. I don't think that's right either.
Just do the best you can.
Is that right? Did I do it right?
Just do the best you can. You're making progress. This is a hard stitch.
If I can do it again.
I can't provide problem-solving cues.
Let's stick to these. Well, I did one.
Let me show you again. Would you like me to show you again?
Hang on, let me try again one more time and then maybe I can't get it.
I'll ask you again and say no.
Did I do it right?
Would you like me to show you again?
No.
At this point, you would just end the assessment and note the behavior. That ends.